Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Raka Satria Zidran Aryan. I'm from class 9.3, and today I'm going to be explaining about the material of English. So the material of English that I'm going to be explaining about is the passive and active voice. So the active voice is a type of writing that when you put it in writing, it's someone doing something, like they're doing something. However, for example, an example of this, for example, I am cooking, she is writing, he is studying. And active voices aren't really that restrictive in the case that they can have whatever verb that they want, and they can have a noun or they can also have no noun. However, if you switch it over to the passive voice, it's like something is being done to that specific thing. For example, if I was cooking, for example, I was cooking food, and that's going to be the active voice. However, if we are going to switch it to passive voice, it would be the food was cooked by me. So by this logic, you can see that passive voice needs is also like a bit more restrictive than the active voice, in the sense that you can't really make every active voice a passive voice, because not every active voice has a noun, and passive voice needs a noun for it to be considered, well, passive voice. Passive voice is also generally different from active voice in the sense that it uses a different tense than passive voice. Sure, active voice. Sure, active voice can have, like, different tenses in that, like present, past, and future. However, uh, passive voice are a lot more restrictive in the sense that they are only able to have the past and the future. For example, like the bread was cooked by me and the bread will be cooked by me. It cannot be the bread cooked by me, because that does not make sense. So also, from all of this, you can conclude that passive voice and active voice have very different purposes, and each has their own rules that we have to follow to make them, active or passive voice, respectively. For passive voice, it's a lot more restrictive than the active voice, but it can also express like more emotion, because because that specific thing is experiencing something, and that makes you like feel more emotion, if you get it. So that's my English speaking. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.